Did we do 17? Yeah, 17. Here we go. So again, guys, please listen. All right, let's try to get this done. A lot of good SAT questions here, and I really need to get down to the bottom of the page also. Bless you. And I also want to say this. I think I've made 15 questions on the test for Wednesday. All right, and honestly, some of them are exactly the same as what's on these sheets. All right, they are tricky. All right, I'm asking you to review. That's why sometimes I make them the same questions to see whether or not you're going back and reviewing and studying. All right, do I still expect you to write out the work even if you memorize the answer? Yes, of course, that's the idea. You have to show your work. I'm not just giving you answers. All right, just circle A, that's not good enough. All right, show the work on all the problems. All right, that's part of getting credit, not just the answer. All right. So some of you are getting better. Some of you guys are still struggling a little bit. So come on, let's go. Speak up. I don't want the same people talking all the time. Get involved. All right, here we go. So it says here, the length of a rectangle is 8 centimeters greater than twice the width. So the length is what?
The length is 14.
Well, yes, but I want the equation that you used.
Oh, the length is 2w plus
2w plus 8. So we agree. All right. And then the area is equal to length times width. So 42 is equal to length times width. And then wherever I see an L, I just put what? 2w plus 8. And she told me the dimensions are what?
14.
Is that right? 14 centimeters by 3 centimeters. Yes. Yes, we can do that. So here we go. So from here we go. 42 equals, now again, 2w plus 8 is the length. So 2w plus 8 times w. You agree with that? So now 42 equals 2w squared plus 8w. Then we subtract 42, 2w squared plus 8w minus 42 equals 0, right? Divide by 2, w squared plus 4w minus 21 equals 0. Yes, sir. So after I solved this down here, we ended up with w plus 7 and w minus 3. Do you agree with that? So the width would have to be negative 7 or 3. Do you agree with that? Can the width be negative? No, so this one's out. So the width I know is what? 3. So then my length would be 2 times 3 plus 8. Hold on a second. Reed, you good with that? All right. So hold on 1 second. Anybody else on that?
When I got to 2w squared plus 8w minus 42, I think I did it wrong.
No, but listen to me. The biggest mistake kids make is they forget to divide out the common factor. That's your mistake. You see what I mean? You're supposed to divide by 2, and then it makes the problem easier. You would think always divide out the greatest common factor. Yes.
So I didn't divide by 2.
It just makes the factoring much harder.
Okay. It just makes it easier.
Yeah, much easier if you divide. All right, because then those rules apply. All right. So again, I'm trying to help you. Make sure you hear me. All right. Always look first to see if you can divide out a GCF. Always look first to see if you can divide out a GCF. All right. Now for number 18. I thought that was a good problem too. All right. And hopefully we don't have to do this one. What is it?
Oh, I know.
So far I got a C. What do you think? All right, so if I multiply 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3, that's going to be 4x squared. Again, at this stage of the game, I'm hoping you just look at that and say, that's negative 6, that's negative 6. right?
Oh,
Come on, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. As long as you know your mistake now. I'm good. You with me? All right, moving forward. All right. The algebra, how old? So far, 25. Anybody else? Anybody else? You need to do this problem. Okay, so the algebra, if you square my age and subtract 23 times my age, the result will be 50. You agree with that? And so now I want to set it equal to 0. X squared minus 23x minus 50 equals 0. You agree with that? So now I'm going sorry. You see it now? Alright, so that's how we got 25. Agreed? Alright, let's take a look at 20, guys. Help me out. I really don't think I should have to do this problem. Right? We're just being careful. We're adding. Anybody need me? Any help on that one? Anybody else get B? Anybody need any help? Everybody good? Alright, here we go. Don't be shy. 21 I don't really like. It's kind of out of place, but it's a good review question. Alright. Well, first of all, if the greatest common factor is 10, can it be A, B, or C? Well, it could be C, but it can't be A or B, right? Because 10 is the greatest common factor of C. Is it D? No, because 20 would be the greatest common factor then. All right, so now the least common multiple. The least common multiple between 10 and 20 would be what? 20, so that's not it. It has to be E. So let's see how we did that. All right, that's a good little review. All right. Yeah, 22 should be good at. Remember, like I said, if you're not sure, speak up. Let's talk. Any issues on 22 being A?
see, but I think it's just because I didn't do the sign.
Right, because a negative times a positive, you think, right? All right, good. Okay, on 23, I don't think this should be that big of an issue either. Bless you. Okay. Anybody have any questions with 23? All right, now listen, guys. You can omit 24. I made a mistake when I typed it in. You know what I mean? All right, I don't. The reason it's still good, but you just couldn't factor it. All right, I made a mistake when I wrote it up. A uniform strip would be this. Let me show you. Yeah, she's always. I'm trying to give her a little more support. All right, let me show you what a uniform strip would be. Here we go. For those of you guys who tried it, this is what it should look like. So here is what I have drawn on number 24. All right, so it says a decorator plans to place a rug in a 9 meter by 12 meter room so that a uniform strip. So uniform strip just means this. This right here, and this has the same width all the way around. All right? That's what that means. So this right here means this right here has X. All of them are X's. All right, so the most important thing I want you to get from that is that this length from here to here, make sure you're with me. We're not going to do it. but that length right there would be 2x plus 12. And then this right here, this width right here, would be 2x plus 9. All right, now how is that 2x plus 9? Because look, from here to here, and blow this up, from here to here is x, from here to here is 9, from here to here is x. Therefore, from here to here is 2x plus 9. And it's the same way over here, 2x plus 12. All right? So what I did was I just multiplied it, and it says that the flooring around the remain, the flooring will, it says, how wide will the strip be if the area of the rug is to be half the area of the room? Well, if the rug is 108, then the room will be what? 216. All right. So then when I got it down to this part right here, this doesn't really factor. All right, so we had trouble. Okay. So again, I don't care about the answer there. Listen to me. I care about whether you understood this was 2x plus 12 and that was 2x plus 9. Oh, that's exactly what the problem is. You're brilliant. Thank you. Shh. Listen, that was good. All right, so now thank you so much. I'm glad. Look at this now. I totally misread that. Look here, guys. It's 9 meter by 12 meter room. All right, so again, I'm going to go back to ours now. Thank you. Go back to ours now. All right, let's fix this. All right, so it says the room is 9 by 12. I thought it said that the rug is 9 by 12. So now let's make a room. All right, and then we're going to make a rug. We're trying to put a rug in the middle of the room. All right, so we'll have a uniform width. All right, now obviously that's not very good, but I don't want to do that. All right, so here we go. All right, so that's a little better. All right, so now this right here, come on, help me out, guys. This is 12, and this is 9. Right, so that the uniform strip of flooring, if the area of the rug is half, so what would the area of the rug be? 54. Does everybody agree? Right, 54. So this area right here is equal to 54, guys. Come on now, let's be brilliant. That area is 54. Does everybody agree? All right, because that area is 54, I want someone to tell me again what this distance is from here to here. What is that? Good job, guys. What's this from here to here? X. And the reason we know it's X is because it says it's what? Uniform. Right? So that means from here to here again is what? All right, so now I want someone to be brilliant. I need someone who's thinking, tell me what that length is. What is it?
2x plus 9.
Close. Very close. It's 12 minus 2x. Thank you. This is 12 minus 2x. All right, you were close. You with me? All right, because again, the whole length is 12. I'm cutting x's from each side. Right? So now I need someone to tell me, again, now that we know that, what's that right there? 9 minus 2x. Brilliant. All right. So now I'm going to multiply to find the what? So what two things do I multiply? 12 minus 2x times 9 minus 2x, and that has to be what? What? 54. All right, that's the area of the rug. All right, now look, guys, I'm expecting you guys to do better now as far as the multiplication goes. So here we go. 12 times 9. 108. Smiley face. How much is that?
minus 18.
And how much is that? So all together, thank you. Negative 42x. And then if I multiply that, that's what? Be careful. Positive 4x squared equals 54. So I agree with that? So now, set it equal to 0. So I end up with 4x squared minus 42x, what? Plus 54 equals 0. Now, those of you guys who made a mistake earlier, you're not going to make a mistake now because we're going to do what first? Divide by 2. Divide by 2. So now I have what? 2x squared minus plus 27 equals 0. All right, so now here we go. How do I make 2x squared? 2x and x. Factors of 27. 9 and 3. So where does the 9 go? And 3 goes on the, so it'd be both negative. So x could be what? X could be what? 3 over 2 or x could be 9. Now let's look carefully at 9. Could x be 9? Because you'd be taking off too much, do you agree? All right, double check, make sure you understand that, guys. If you don't understand that, tell me. There's no way x can be 9. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The width of the room is 9, so you can't take 9 whatever feet off or meters. What? Shh, I'm listening, Morty. You see what I'm saying? The width of the room is 9, so you can't go 9 in that way or 9 down this way, right? All right. Yes. 108 minus 54 is what? You agree? Yep. So now this, the width of the room is, the uniform width is 1.5 or 1.5 meters. Wait a minute, it says how wide will the strip be? Isn't that what we're asking? The strip will be what? Yeah, 1.5 meters. You agree with that? Hey, you're something? All right. Again, it's just answering the question. You got to sometimes make a mistake. Make sure you answer the right question. That's why it's important for you to draw the workouts. All right, so I can see what you're doing. All right, that was a good job, man. All right, we fixed 24. Thank you. All right, here we go. 25. Now, 25 is very much like 24. Another brain teaser here. All right, the area of the garden is to be doubled. All right, so with that information, try to look up so you can see what I'm doing, and I want you to answer my questions. So this is going to be the new dimensions, right? So I need that, and I need that. So somebody tell me this wall, the new wall right there is going to be how much? Nope. I'm not sure why you're giving me a number. Somebody say something smart.
4 plus x.
Did you see? I thought you said 4 plus x.
12.
Right? This, that's what I'm saying, guys. Come on now, understand what I'm saying. I'm asking you about this length right there. There's no way for me to know what that is because this distance right there is what? X. So what is that distance? Good, but I prefer you say x plus 4, but it doesn't matter. All right. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you, what is this length right here? 2x plus 12. For those of you guys who are thinking. And what's the area of the new garden? Count from here all the way to here as well. See, right? Yeah, there's an x over here and an x over here. Come on. So I ask you, what is the area? Anybody have any problems with it being 96? Come on, guys, now. We're trying to get better as we go down. What does it say? Who said that? Good. What's the area of the original garden? And the new garden is what? You with me now, right? And look, I'm saying you guys are allowed to have questions. I made a mistake on question number 24 because I misread it. If you're misreading something, my job now is to make sure that I clear it up for you so when you take the test, it's not unclear. All right, is everybody with me now? All right, you should be telling me I shouldn't be doing all the work now. All right, setting it up. Is everybody happy with that? All right, so now let's multiply that. You should be getting quicker at the multiplication. So if I multiply x plus 4 times 2x plus 12, let's go. What is it? How much is that? Good. Plus 20x. Plus what? Equals. So now I move the 96. So now what do I do? X squared plus 10x minus 24. Now please, I'm telling you, a lot of kids in last class made a mistake here on this factoring. What are we doing? X and x, and it would be what? I knew you were going to say that. Plus 12 minus 2. We're going to see why it's plus 12 and minus 2. 6 and 4 is a possibility, but that wouldn't give you the right 24. Yes, thank you. So x is equal to either what? Negative 12 or x is equal to what? 2. All right? So is it possible for the width to be negative? No. So the uniform width is what? 2 what? No. 2 meters. Look. 2 meters. Everybody happy with that, right? All right, here we go. Number 26. What does f of negative 3 mean to do, guys? What do I do? Yes. Y equals. What do I do with this negative 3? Plug it in for what? Yes, plug it in for x. And somebody said what? Anybody else get negative 2? So Sam, we're not trusting anymore.
Well, I got negative 2.
Well, we're definitely not trusting that one.
I got negative 2.
Oh, that's right. Morty's got it. We're good then. We know it's negative 2.
Yeah, 3.
Morty says it. It's golden.
I'm right.
Anybody? Is everybody happy with that? You plug negative 3 in for x. You're asking me what's 3 times negative 3 squared plus 7 times negative 3 minus 8. You should be able to do that in your sleep. What are you talking? Is that what I did, Bo? You're not listening to me. F of negative 3 means plug negative 3 in for x. You happy? Plug negative 3 in for x. Anybody have an issue besides Bo? You good on that now, Bo? That didn't sound too convincing. PEMDAS.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some of you guys are making a mistake because you're going 3 times negative 3 as if you don't remember 5th grade when you were taught PEMDAS.
I got parentheses, equation.
E is not equation. All right, here we go. 27. Quickly, let's go. Now, again, I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty straightforward. 2 and 3. Does everybody agree?
Yes.
Anybody need any help with 27? Hey, seriously. You have problems. Factor that properly. Shh, shh. Leave him alone. Sit up, Davis. Come on, you're in the 8th grade almost. What is that?
I got x plus 1 and x
I know that. What should it be? You already told me you did it wrong.
x minus 2 and x
Thank you. Right. There you have it. Yes, sir.
If you have -6 and +1, wouldn't that make 5 though?
Yes, it would, but what would it make the 6? We want the 6 to be what? That's how I knew it wasn't right. You with me now, right?
Yes.
All right, again, that's usually the hard one because there's 2 combinations. All right, just like the one where we did the 10, where it can be 12 and 2 or 6 and 4. You got to be careful. That's why always check your work. -2, -3 makes -5. -2 times -3 is +6. There you have it. All right, here we go. Oh, quickly, 28. Come on. Let's go. Chop, chop, multiply and subtract. Come on, come on, come on. Shouldn't take you that long to multiply. Who said E? Redo it. Who said D? Do it over.
I got B.
Do it over.
C. B. I got B.
Good, Bo. You're on a roll today, man. Bo, you just continue putting on your test A through E. All right? I'm gonna hook you up. Get them all right. Just put A through E.
A, B, C, D, E.
Wow. Here we go. I'm gonna multiply that together when I multiply.
It's 0. It's equals 0. The only thing that can equal 0 is
-8.
what times 0.
Stop talking now. That made no sense. X squared plus 8x plus 15. Does everybody see that? Now I'm multiplying these. That becomes x squared. What? Minus 6x plus 8. The problem is you are subtracting. The problem is you're subtracting and setting it equal to 0. Now the nice thing is when you subtract, all right, you're distributing the negative x squared plus 6x minus 8 equals 0. So now, what happens to the x squareds?
Cancel.
Yes, the x squareds will cancel. So you're left with what? 14x plus 7 equals 0. I know some of you are sitting staring at that going, how do you do that? All right, x equals -1/2. You should be able to look at that and tell me x equals -1/2.
Wait, so B was removed.
Nothing gets by you. Nothing. All right, here we go. Now look, 29 is kind of a trick question. How many solutions are there? Now most people would say 2 solutions because it is a what? It is a quadratic, and every quadratic has how many solutions? 2, but in this particular case, the solution is called a what? That's right. For those of you guys who said something smart, congratulations. It is considered a double root, meaning the answer occurs twice. If the answer occurs twice, it is considered a double root, which means technically there's only what? One real or one different. And this is what they're saying right here. It's got to be different. All right? So there's only one solution there. Come on. Guys, sit down in your chairs, right? Come on. All right. Anybody have any questions on that? That's a good one. All right. Now, 30 was interesting. All right. I'm going to give you a minute on number 30. Let's go. See what you can do. Very tricky question. And then when you think you got it, raise your hand. Yeah, I'm not accepting A through D there. Okay? Just not doing it. Shh. Sam, you think you know? Sam knows what? Somebody else. A. So far I have an A and a D. Bo, Why don't you work on the problem and you won't have to guess? All right, that will be helpful.
I'm just gonna take everyone grab an answer and we'll see if we right. One more.
Wonder why your grade's the way it is. Can't get any lower.
She's great. Not low.
Girls, what is the answer?
They're circling right.
You know you're right.
All
All right, here we go. Everybody listen to Sam. Go. Sam. Shh, quiet. Let's hear. Shh, no one's talking to you. Shh, go. I want to hear the explanation. Shh. Here it goes. I'm sure he's got it. I know the answer is, but I don't know. If you circle D on the test Wednesday, I'm putting an X on it. I don't care if it's right. All right? You got to show me why it's right. I'm not accepting D. All right? What, Sam?
So like A and B are 5 and
Brilliant. A and B could be 5 and 3. That's very smart. Now, they could also be 6 and 2. The problem is they have to multiply together to get what? 15. Thank you. So he is correct. So 5x plus 2 times 3x plus 7. Multiply that out in the middle term would be what? Shh. I'm waiting. 41. Very, very, very good, actually. Really hard. That was a really hard problem. All right. Most of my high school kids have no idea how to do that. Believe it or not.
You just plug in the numbers.
Jay, watch what I'm doing, Bo. Two numbers add together to make 8, and they multiply together to make 15. So what would those numbers have to be? Shh. What two numbers add together to make 8 and multiply together to get 15? What is it? Shh. It's 3 and 5. Now, we got 41, so the question is, how do I get the 31? Okay, let's say something smart now. Shh.
finish off the problem.
No, I'm not seriously. Come on now. You guys, I'm not trying to be funny. All right, if you want to contribute, let's go contribute. I said we got 41. My question is, how do I get the 31? And you said you knew. How do I get the 31? Someone else. Good for you.
Is it 2x and 6x?
Now listen to me. Listen to me. 2x and 6x is not accurate because they have to multiply together to get 15. You hear me?
Yeah.
Somebody else, come on. We got the 41. How do I get the 31? Yay, I'm proud of you, Sam. See? Signs of brilliance. All right. Here we go. Then some days. Oof. All right. So this was 3 here and 5 here. Oh, that's the way I had it. So it was the other way. Sorry. So this is 3 and this is 5. So now how much is this? And this is what? Which makes the what? So it depended on where you put the 3x and the 5x. Yes. That's what C is here. C is the middle term. Do you agree? I'm not asking you to be okay. I'm asking you if you understand.
Oh, yeah.
C is the middle term.
Now I do.
Okay. Now listen. Like I said tonight, guys, try to finish up. All right. We got a few more minutes. All right. I don't want to just keep giving you the answers. So your job is to try to do as much as you can on the last part. We'll go through it. You have to understand on the test. You're not going to be able to, just write things down. I expect you to back up your conclusion by showing your work. All right. Not just saying it's A, B, C, or D. All right. No, tomorrow, I promise you. All right? Tomorrow.